I'm Carla from Masters College, and I'm going to show you how to do a critical reasoning exercise for the GMAT. So this is our exercise. The first step is to identify the question based on how it's worded. Here it says, which of the following is required for the student advisor to claim that problematic family relationships can cause academic difficulties? So based on this question wording, we know that we're dealing with a find the assumption question. The next step is to deconstruct the argument. In this case, the student advisor is the one making the argument. Here it says, one of our exchange students faced multiple arguments with her parents over the course of the past year. Not surprisingly, her grade point average over the same period showed a steep decline. This is just one example of a general truth. Problematic family relationships can cause significant academic difficulties for our students. So this last idea is the conclusion, the main thing that they're trying to argue. So the next thing we need to do is to state the goal. In this case, what we need to think about for find the assumption questions, it's what must the author assume to be true for this conclusion? So in other words, what are they assuming in order to say that family problems cause the GPA decline as opposed to something else? So now what we're going to do is go through the choices until we find an answer. So option A says, last year the exchange student reduced the amount of time spent on academic work, resulting in lower GPA. So this first option is giving us an alternative explanation, which would actually weaken the conclusion instead of justifying it. So we're going to eliminate A. B, the decline in the GPA of the exchange student was not the reason for the student's arguments with her parents. This is kind of useful because it cancels out any alternative explanation. Also, if you try to negate it, the conclusion wouldn't work anymore. So in other words, if instead of the problematic family situation causing the academic difficulties, if the academic difficulties were causing the problems at home, the conclusion would fall apart. So we're going to keep this one in because it is something that we need for the conclusion to make sense. C says, school GPA is an accurate measure of a student's intellectual ability. This is irrelevant and it doesn't deal with the causation at all in terms of the problematic family leading to the problems at school. So we're going to eliminate C. If proper measures are not taken, the decline in the student's academic performance may become irreversible. This isn't something that needs to be true for the conclusion to make sense. So we're going to go ahead and eliminate D. Fluctuations in academic performance are typical for many students. This is kind of similar to E. It's maybe plausible, but it's not something that we need for the conclusion to work. So that means that our answer would have been B. And that is it. That's how you do a critical reasoning. Thank you. Bye.